Visionary leadership is often passionate and committed to securing the best future of succeeding generations. In Akwa Ibom State, the governor, Pastor Umo Eno, has shown that one undisputed, formidable and reliable platform the younger generation can walk assumingly into such secured future is education. Hence, Governor Umo Eno has been at the construction site of good governance with the bricks and mortar foresight, building building blocks of vision and erecting the walls of educational revolution cast in the concrete of creativity, where the people are standing to appreciate the stunning future that lies ahead. This captures the thrust of the bright and beautiful blueprint of Governor Umo Eno in the education sector, which he gave more insight into at the maiden graduation and passing out parade of the Nigerian Navy Military School, held at the school parade grounds, Ikotuntwen, Uruanam local government area of the state. At the event, Governor Eno reiterated his decision to establish model primary schools equipped with state-of-the-art facilities and personnel across the 3 senatorial districts, which will be replicated in the 10 federal constituencies of the state, in line with the educational advancement component of the Arise agenda, which is a critical pillar of the governance compass of his administration.
Let me at this point thank the Navy for choosing Akwa Ibom as the appropriate location for the establishment of this citadel of learning. As you all know, education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself, which is the reason why educational advancement is a critical pillar of our Rise agenda.
Pastor Umo Eno said a pilot program on this is the ongoing construction at Christ the King School, CKS, Wellington Bassey Way, Uyo, and pledged his administration's determination to provide conducive learning environment with appropriate curriculum that aligns with the realities of information and communication technology, ICT, sciences, mathematics, and arts.
We are determined to provide conducive learning environment, aligned the curriculum with the realities of the ICT, sciences, mathematics, arts, and produce future graduates that will compete with their peers elsewhere in the country. We will establish model primary schools across the 3 senatorial districts and later 10 federal constituencies. The model of the school will soon be opened at the Christ the King School on Wellington Bassey Way, close to Government House, because charity must begin at home.
The governor reminded the people that the free and compulsory education program of Akwa Ibom State is still in place, promised to pay WAEC fees for students of the Nigerian Navy Military School participating in next year's examination, and announced his administration's donation of more structures to complement other structures donated by the immediate past administration in the state.
Education at primary and secondary levels remain free and compulsory. We recently paid the WAEC fees for our students, and I am told the pass grade has reached has inched up considerably. Let me add that because of the outstanding performances that we have seen today among these sailors, junior sailors, we will, as part of our support for the school, undertake to pay next year's WAEC fees for all of our students that will be from the school.
The colorful event had in attendance the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, Flag Officer commanding the Eastern Naval Command, Rear Admiral L.K. Oluwagbiri, and the Commandant of the Nigerian Navy Military School, Urvanam, Captain A.A. Yabo. They led him round the facilities of the institution. Indeed, it was the vision of the immediate past administration in the state, led by former Governor Udom Emmanuel, whose avowed commitment to juxtapose education and security in the state necessitated the partnership with the Nigerian Navy. This vision led to Mr. Emmanuel remodeling a moribund secondary school and upgrading its facilities at Ikotntuen, Urwanam local government area, for the Navy Military School project, a project which has today become a cynosure of all eyes, a toast and an irresistible nectar of learning. At the inauguration ceremony of the Nigerian Navy Military Secondary School in 2018, former Governor Udom Emmanuel had said his decision to key into the opportunity was due to his desire to advance education and boost security of the state, and had commended the Nigerian Navy for the interest to partner the state on a naval secondary school project.
I just want to say thank you to Nigerian Navy, especially the Chief of Naval Staff. Honestly, when he told me that he needed a space for secondary school, I said, you don't need to bother about space. You know, he added something else. He said, if you people can help us out, that we don't have the money. I said, well, once it happens to be development, I can sell my personal property to make sure we get things done. I told him this is an opportunity I will never miss. For giving me that opportunity, my father told me there are a few things you don't miss in life because you can never recover them. One of them is lost opportunity. You can never recover it. I said, we'll not miss this opportunity.
On his part, the then Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Iborete Ekwe Ibas, while addressing the guests on the occasion, expressed gratitude to the then Governor, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, for what he called the long-standing relationship between the Nigerian Navy and the Akwa Ibom state government, and acknowledged that the Navy was able to undertake lofty programs and projects in the state due to the tremendous support it received from the state government, noting that the school was established to offer naval education at the incubatory level.
The long-standing relationship between the Nigerian Navy and Akwa Ibom State may not necessarily make for a sensational news, as the shared harmony evolved from a unique blend of like minds tends to downplay the industry invested in its nurturing. However, while the factors of geography is appreciated, the preponderance of the naval footprints in the state and in a growing entrenchment suggests a convergence fertilized by other considerations beyond just geographical recommendation and vital to both entities.
About 6 years after, the passing out parade of the school, which Mr. Udom Emmanuel inaugurated, rekindled and reminisced the long-standing relationship between Akwa Ibom State Government and the Nigerian Navy, as evidenced in the institution that has now grown in leaps and bounds.
Umo Eno is assisted by young sailors Baba MZ and Abdullahi YA. 2 is commanded by NNMS-17-005 Agada Wesley Solomon. He is assisted by young sailors Abayomi AO and Ibian MB. Guard is commanded by NNM.
A window into that future was the presentation of various displays that showcased their grooming in a military institution and gave them out as ambassadors of unity, even in Nigeria's diversity, and agents of the nation's cultural preservation.
Combat Squad is commanded by young sailor Uire OS. The reviewing officer, on armed combat skill is necessary when all other things have failed. A personnel must be able to defend himself as a last resort when confronted by the enemy. The last criminal disarmed.
That was as loud as the vision of the educational advancement of Governor Umo Eno was pronounced in the tone of his speech, and a peep into his blueprint shows a meeting point of the foresighted plans of successive leaders, with immaculate plans like the apparels of the talented young sailors of Nigerian Navy Military School, with prospects of sailing the nation to the harbor of boom and prosperity of the big league of freight potentials. Governor Umo Eno is part of the captain's cabin crew. His administration's container of education on board is a delight. Away from the shores of Akwa Ibom State, Governor Umo Eno, as a leader who does not allow any sentiment to put a wedge between him and service to Akwa Ibom people, has again pledged his readiness to work beyond party lines with top federal government functionaries of Akwa Ibom State extraction in bringing up more development to the state. Governor Eno stated this during an interactive session he had with the federal commissioners, permanent secretary and directors at the Akwa Ibom State Liaison Office, Abuja, on Tuesday, 15th August 2023. The governor emphasized that he was ready and free to interact with his people assuring that he will create time to attend to the things that will bring benefits to the state. Before departing for Abuja, the governor had yielded to the yearnings of some of his people by visiting the stalemated cottage hospital project in Ukanafon and a makeshift healthcare center in Ikonkwo, Ibesikwa Sultan local government area, where he injected them into the priorities of the health sector revolution of his Arise Agenda blueprint.
This government is actually working to improve the condition of our rural dwellers. That's what we campaigned on, that every government that comes has a focus. Our focus is to work with the rural communities and to provide them basic amenities: health, water, light, market, roads, those schools. Those are the things we are doing. And so right now we've started creating models that will, so that contractors and people will see what we're talking about. For Ibesikpo, we didn't come here just because we wanted to come. The committee that is handling this job had to go around to see where we have very serious issues with health. And they found out that in this ward, this village, the village council had provided the village hall where they are using as health posts, and they help the people. I've been there to see it, and they suggested that they can't be there, and that's why we have chosen this place. But we have chosen this place because of need, very urgent need, to provide a primary health care center here.
It is indeed the beginning of a golden era in Akwa Ibom State, where nothing holds down the vision and mission of the Arise Agenda of Governor Umo Eno. Even his visit to Abuja was also an avenue to inspect and have a first-hand knowledge of the state-owned airline, Ibom Air. Governor Eno did not only jettison the use of his official private aircraft, he subjected himself to thorough scrutiny at the Victor Atta International Airport before flying with other passengers in Ibom Air, in fulfilling his pledge to connect with his people.
So my job is to promote our brand, and there is no truth whatsoever that the immediate past governor has our aircraft. Look, we're planning to bring buses for palliatives, to run free buses. We are in talk with some companies. And so when the buses finally come, and I board one of those buses, will it now be true to say that the former governor has taken over my official cars? This is just not the kind of things. Akwa Ibom should move beyond this point. We'll move beyond this point. And again, my duty, I like to say this very clearly, everyone has a style of leadership. My style is to demystify governance and the paraphernalia of government. I like to get in contact with the people. I like to be myself. You see, this all government thing will come and will go. And I'll still return back to Ibom Air. So what's the big deal?
The signs and testimonies are the recurring refrain on the lips of Akwa Ibom people. Akwa Ibom State is arising and the people are shining. It is an agenda for development and prosperity of Akwa Ibom State. It is the Arise Agenda of the Golden Era.